Hello everyone, and welcome back for one last video for 2019. I had such lofty goals of getting more Christmas cards done on video and getting them posted, and just, well, you know, life got in the way this year. So I have high hopes for next year. Anyway, so to finish off this season, I am using the Lawn Fawn Ready set Snowglobe set, and I got the set that includes the dies. You can get just a stamp set if you want that, and I'll have everything listed down below, but I got the combo set with the dies and everything. So here you're just going to watch me stamp out everything. I am going to make two different cards. I'm going to make one with the snowman and one with the village. And so that's why I'm just, while I've got everything in place on my stamp platform, I will stamp everything all at once. And inside the snow globe, everything that's static, I'm just going to stamp directly on there. And then I will stamp separately the snowman and the little village, and I'm going to just do some simple Copic coloring on those, not much shading, maybe just two colors, a light and a dark, to give some very simple shading on those. And actually you'll see a little bit of coloring, but I didn't realize it when my camera battery died and I wasn't filming and I was still coloring, so sorry about that. But you'll see how this comes together, and you'll see the final photos of these cards. And then after these cards, I'm going to just show you how you can make some quick and really awesome looking gift tags with stencils and a variety of different paste and sprays and things like that. So if you're still needing to make some gift tags, this will be good. I know most of you are probably already done with your Christmas cards, but these things go on sale after Christmas. So if you like this Lawn Fawn set, you might be able to find it on sale after Christmas. So we'll see. Anyway, like I said, I did want to get one last video in before the end of the year, and just to give an update to everybody that listens and follows me regularly. The baby did come home and she is doing well, and this afternoon I am going to take them all to get pictures with Santa, so that will be fun. And my daughter's doing okay with her blood clots. We went yesterday and had her blood tested, and it's still not where they need to be, so they did up her medication, but no reason to think that everything won't go well there. So I hope everybody is having a great holiday season and is winding down the year in a good way. And right now I'm just doing the base on the snow globe. I wanted it to look like a wood base, and I did actually use several different colors. I think I was using all in my E40s here, and the E49 I put in the wood grain look, and then I go back over everything with all of my colors just to kind of mute those dark grain lines down a little bit, and so they weren't so in your face. So we're kind of coming up on the last little bit of coloring, and before my camera battery dies. I stamped the trees in green, so I'm just trying to add a little bit of shading to those. And so here I go. I said I just am doing very simple Copic coloring, two colors, that's it. And I'm trying to keep the look very cohesive, and just keep my color palette very simple. So I'm using my little sidekick friend here to cut out all these little pieces. I love my little sidekick. I use it more than I use my big cutter, honestly. Did have to use my big cutter to cut out the big snow globes, so they don't go through the sidekick. I wish the sidekick was just a teeny tiny bit wider, and it would probably accommodate most everything. But it's just so handy. The size of it is really great. It's just so handy to have on your work surface. So cutting out the little snowmen, and then we're going to back the snowman and the village with foam tape. And just deciding, about the placement here. And then on the one with the village, I will stamp the silhouette of Santa and the reindeer on flying through the sky on there before I put on the village, because you can't stamp once that village is on there on foam tape. It won't work so well. All right. Just getting that done. Yeah, just seeing where I want that to be, and then to help me with my placement of Santa. And I'm just going to get out a block and just stamp it on there with a block. Oh, first I stamped on the little smoke that comes out of the chimney. I don't know why I didn't put it up above the other chimney too. So I guess nobody's at home on the other house having a fire, because I only put the smoke over one chimney. So anyway, you can put it over both or not. I don't know. Anyway, so now that's on there, and we'll just put some foam. Oh, a little cleanup there. I used a slate to stamp that snow line on there. I think it's slate blue by Simon Says Stamp, and then I'm going to put some that frosty stuff over the top of it by Nuvo. I think it's called New Fallen Snow or something like that. And then for the card base, I'm going to use some of the papers out of the Echo Park A Cozy Christmas collection and some Tim Holtz metallic craft cardstock. If you haven't tried that cardstock, highly recommend. That is an awesome cardstock. Oh, I forgot I did stamp Merry Christmas on the base. I heat embossed it with some gold embossing powder. Anyway, back to the Tim Holtz craft cardstock, metallic craft cardstock. It is very thick. You can sand it. You can use embossing folders with it. That looks gorgeous, by the way, if you haven't tried that. It die cuts beautifully. It cuts beautifully. It is sturdy, so there's nothing flimsy about it. And it's really awesome. I love it. And it comes in such a variety of colors. I did have to get all the packs with all the colors. But so you will see that year round, because there's jewel tones, there's pastels, there's golds and silvers and black metallic. There's just everything. So colors definitely for year-round card making. And so I'll be experimenting with some of the things I didn't have time to do this year, with more like the sanding and things to get more dimension, out of it. Of course, I got to add my Nuvo glitter gloss pen on all the snowflakes. And like I said, I will add that Nuvo New Fallen Snow glitter stuff too. Yet you can't have a snow globe without lots of shine and shimmer on the New Fallen Snow. So what are we up to next? Oh, I forgot to color the smoke. There we go. And Santa's sleigh didn't stamp exactly as solid and dark as I wanted, so I just took a Copic multi-liner and went over that real quick, and went over the reins that go through the snow, through the reindeer. Okay, here I come in with that Nuvo product, and I'm just putting a little bit on the not the snowflakes, but the dots of snow that I did, and then I'm going to do it on the snowbank, and then I'm going to take a very stiff bristle brush and just kind of spread it out a little bit. I really kind of like that look. So it's just not a line of stuff. But it's more mounded up where the line is, and then I just spread it down to kind of where it fades to nothing. Okay, so now on with the card bases and all that fun paper. I really thought that wood tone was pretty with that dark maroon paper that has all the Christmas sayings and stuff on it, and that it just would pair really well with the gold metallic. And the wood grain I thought played off of the wood grain on the Snowglobe itself. So yes, with all that we had going on this the last few weeks, I did not get as many cards made as I wanted to, or I had lots of fun stuff that I had bought that I wanted to use and I didn't get an opportunity to use. So my goal is I'm not putting it away. I am going to continue on. Well, after the first of the year, I think after this that I've got cookies to bake, and other than that, I am going to just do some relaxing and as little as possible. And then once the new year comes about and all of the Christmas decorations and things are put away, I am going to settle into my craft room and really take my time on making some of these other things that I really wanted to make that I didn't get around to making, like the colorized Santa and the colorized ornaments and the fireplace by Sizzix and the little Santa's helper set and the gingerbread house. God, I wanted to make that gingerbread house so bad. It was so cute. So I am going to continue on and do all those fun things that I wanted to do that I just didn't have time. And that'll give me the jump on next year that next holiday season that I want, and satisfy my inner desire to make with those things that I bought and not just put them away and wait till the end of next year. Okay, so just did some simple panels there, and I said gluing that down to my card bases. These are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And in a minute, I will give you some final looks of these cards, and then we'll move on to those tags. Here we go. There's the final look of these cards. I think they turned out really cute. And they were pretty quick to put together too. So, all right, so I'm getting out my Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station to hold down my stencils, and this one was by far my favorite. So I'm using some black cardstock by Simon and some just craft cardstock for all my tags, and this is Glitter Kiss Frosty Sparkle Kiss Cosmic. It's a Cosmic Shimmer product, and it was really pretty when I peeled off the stencil, and it was beautiful when dried. Oh my goodness. And using a variety of, other than this, Nuvo products, Nuvo glitter paste and things. So off to the side, I have a bucket of water, and as soon as I peel off these stencils, I will set them in the bucket of water. And so none of this, because that stuff, it's like cement when it dries on there, and you can't get it off. So also I do recommend that you, if you get any of it on like the ridges of your jar, to wipe that off really good. And also either take some cling film or press and seal and put a little piece over the top of your jar and then put the lid back on. It will keep your product from drying out as fast. Okay, so that was that. Oh, I did use some Nuvo embellishment mousse as well, and I think this was like a champagne kind of color. And I see that little bit of black cardstock sticking out down at the bottom. Yep, I should have covered that up because I did get a little bit of paste on that when I was trying to scrape off the excess and put it back into my container. But I still thought it turned out really pretty. It has such a great shine to it. Love it. Okay, so up next we're going to start with some glitter paste. And I said these are all glitter paste by Nuvo. And the silver is, it is Silver Gem. And I started to just try and keep it inside this Christmas star stencil. And then I decided that was really too hard. So I decided just to spread it all over the whole entire tag. And it's a little bit hard to see that design in it, but I still think it's just really, really, really pretty. And just peel that off. Again, put that directly into the bowl of water, clean up my Make Art station, and move along to the next. I think my other favorite one was the red poinsettias on the craft. So next is this sweater knit thing, and the green, and it's emerald green. The red that I'm going to use is garnet red. Oh, here's a final look. I did not get them all taped. That's right. I forgot I didn't. But here's a final look at all of them. There's those red poinsettias, just beautiful. And those last little ones are mica mist and metallic blue. You'll see in a second. Those are probably my least favorite ones, but they're still all right. Very shiny. So that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and we will see you in 2020.